In this talk, we will be presenting our recent work on learning differentially private mechanisms. I am Subhaji from IIT Kanpur, and this work was done in collaboration with my colleagues Justin and Aus from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. While answering to a survey, you may have wondered to if your private information can get divulged from the summary reports, even if they are aggregated over the records of all the respondents. And any such fear is not unfounded. In this case, the question that you are asking is what is the maximum impact of an individual's private record on the overall outcome of the statistical summary? Differential privacy provides a rigorous answer to such questions. A mechanism M is set to satisfy epsilon differential privacy if and only if for all pairs of adjacent databases D1 and D2, privacy parameter epsilon and an event E, the ratio of the probabilities that the response of the mechanism on two adjacent databases D1 and D2 belong to E is upper bounded by e to the power epsilon. Two databases D1 and D2 are said to be adjacent if they differ by at most one record. We also define the notion of privacy loss. Given a pair of adjacent databases D1, D2, privacy parameter epsilon and event E, we refer to the maximum of the probability ratios D1 versus D2 and D2 versus D1 as the privacy loss. Intuitively, the privacy loss establishes an upper bound on the differential privacy that the mechanism M can leak with respect to the databases D1 and D2. Differential privacy mechanisms are quite non-trivial to design, and there have been mistakes made in the past. Our objective in this project was to automatically synthesize a differentially private program from an existing non-private program. More specifically, we answered to the mechanism synthesis problem. Given a non-private mechanism M, we attempt to generate a private mechanism M star. So why is this difficult? The first problem is the differential privacy property must hold across all pairs of adjacent databases and across all output values, which can possibly be infinitely many. The second problem is that differential privacy can be extremely easily be satisfied by adding a lot of noise to the mechanism. But any such resulting mechanism may not be very accurate and hence not useful. The third problem is that we need to synthesize symbolic noise expressions versus concrete noise values. One way of enumerating symbolic expressions would be to use enumerative synthesis, where we enumerate expressions from a given grammar, and then the mechanisms corresponding to the generated expressions can be checked for epsilon dB. However, the space of such expressions is quite large, and hence any such technique would be quite impractical. So our modified problem statement is as follows. Given a non-private mechanism M, the question we ask is if we can generate a differentially private mechanism M star that remains accurate with respect to M. To get a better handle at accuracy, we define a partial ordering. A mechanism M1 is said to be less than or equal to M2 in this partial order if M2 is more or equally accurate than M1. We use a sketch-based methodology for synthesis. Given a sketch of a mechanism M with some holes, our goal is to synthesize an optimal solution in terms of a vector of expressions eta such that given any privacy parameter epsilon, the completed mechanism M eta is firstly epsilon differentially private and secondly is a maximal mechanism as per as the accuracy ordering. Let us look at this very popular mechanism referred to as above threshold. This particular mechanism takes a database D, a query Q, and a threshold T, and it returns the count of the number of elements in the query response that are above the threshold T. This particular mechanism is deterministic and not differentially private. To make it differentially private, A domain expert looks at this mechanism and tries to identify certain locations where noise could be added to make it differentially private. Let us say in this particular case, we decide that one could add noise at these locations to make it differentially private. So the first step is we transform this mechanism into a mechanism sketch where at certain locations we add random noise from the Laplace distribution with zero mean and leave out the scale parameter to be synthesized as wholes to be synthesized by our mechanism synthesis procedure. Our synthesis procedure in this case discharges the symbolic expressions 2 by epsilon and 4 by epsilon for the first two locations noise as the noise parameters. Interestingly, it was able to point out that the last location does not need to add any more noise to arrive at the optimal solution with respect to accuracy. This is indeed the textbook version of the above threshold mechanism. It was also able to generate a variant of this procedure where it adds noise 3 by epsilon and 3 by epsilon at the first two locations and no noise at the last location. This is also an optimal solution for this given algorithm. Our contributions in this work was to design an approach to automatically synthesize differentially private versions of algorithms from mechanism sketches. We implemented our ideas into a tool which we call Kollahal, which is the first tool capable of synthesizing differentially private versions of non-private algorithms and was able to handle challenging problems from the privacy literature. We evaluated our tool with respect to a few naive baselines and found it to be significantly fast. Our approach in 4 easy steps is follows. To begin with, we generate an initial set of examples which consist of a set of adjacent databases D1, D2 and event E. Next, by fixing the mechanism inputs, we search for concrete noise values satisfying the privacy guarantee across all examples. Next, we synthesize noise expressions that fit the concrete noise value that we got in step 2. Finally, we verify our candidates and rank them by accuracy. Our first step attempts to handle the first challenge, that of universal quantification over the inputs and outputs. We instead attempt to focus on a small set of inputs and output examples that are selected to be the most difficult. What do we mean by an example being difficult and how do we compute them? We use a state-of-the-art differential privacy testing engine called StatDP for this purpose. Given a mechanism M to be tested for epsilon differential privacy, StatDP generates counterexamples that it thinks could lead to a violation of differential privacy, and then further uses hypothesis testing to produce a p-value to attest to its confidence that if a generated counterexample would indeed lead to a violation. At certain locations, it produces a p-value of 1, indicating that it thinks it's quite likely that the mechanism is indeed differentially private. At certain other locations, it produces a p-value of 0, indicating its confidence that the mechanism is not differentially private. However, there are certain regions where it produces a p-value between 0 and 1, indicating that StatDP is quite confused if the mechanism is differentially private or not at these locations. We hypothesize that any example that confuses a differential testing engine is likely to be a difficult example. For example, in case of StatDP, we use this generated p-value to gauge this confusion, and any example that forces StatDP to produce a p-value in the region in the open interval between 0 and 1 are deemed difficult examples. For the next step, we attempt to handle the second challenge to not add unnecessarily large noise parameters. To do so, we set up an optimization problem to search for noise values which lead to tight privacy guarantees. We set up, given a mechanism sketch, we search for concrete completion C that makes the worst case example from our set of difficult examples, the privacy loss corresponding to the worst case example, match as close as possible to the target privacy loss. We use differential evolution to solve the optimization problem and extract out a promising region of concrete completions. The following figures show the smoothed version of our optimization space. The contour below, the dark blue region in the contour below shows the region of these which could contain promising completions of our noise parameters. Any concrete instantiation of the noise parameters which lie in this region are likely to be good candidates that can lead to optimal mechanisms. For the third step, we need to synthesize symbolic noise expressions. We we use enumerative synthesis to synthesize noise expressions, but we restrict our search to only the promising region that we extracted out in step 2. This leads to significant speedups in the search. For the final phase, we verify our set of synthesized candidate mechanisms. In the absence of a strong verifier, we employ StatDP again as a verifier. We found it to be a extremely good tool for DP testing. And we challenge StatDP to detect violations. And if StatDP fails to detect any violation, we assume that the mechanism must be satisfying differential privacy. The candidates that pass this verification check are then ranked by accuracy. To instantiate our ideas, we'll build our tool Kollahal in the Julia programming language, and we attempted to synthesize few mechanisms from literature. We also compare Kollahal with some simpler baselines. The first one being a naive baseline, which uses plain brute force enumerative synthesis. There are a couple of baselines which use a counterexample cache, which is smart enough to maintain a few good examples and prune out examples quickly, thereby speeding up enumerative synthesis. And the last baseline does not use the optimization phase, but uses the generated challenging examples and a limited counterexample cache. The following shows a high-level view of our results. We show the set of benchmarks that we evaluated our scheme on. The next, we show a breakup of the different phases, the time taken by Kollahal in the different phases. We show the rank of the ground truth as generated by Kollahal. And finally, we compare the time taken by Kollahal with the 4 baselines. The first observation is that the optimal mechanisms, the ideal mechanisms, are synthesized mostly at high ranks. In most cases, we were able to achieve a rank of 1, which shows that Kollahal is indeed effective at synthesizing the best mechanisms. The second is that most of the time in Kollahal is, not surprisingly, spent in the verification phase. The other phase take reasonably very little time. And very interesting observation is enumerative synthesis takes very little time with respect to the total time spent by Kollahal, and it's all thanks to the optimization phase. Kollahal is able to beat all the baselines by quite large margins. And the most interesting baseline, that is the no-op baseline, shows the value of identifying a promising region for enumerative synthesis. The hyphens show the configurations where the tool was not able to synthesize the optimal mechanism with a timeout of 2 days. To conclude, our algorithm seems capable of synthesizing non-trivial epsilon differential privacy mechanisms. And we showed that Selecting challenging counterexamples and identifying a noise region to speed up enumerative synthesis is indeed crucial to the success of our algorithm. With that, we close our talk. Thank you very much for your time.